What's up, guys? Welcome back to JodabeniTV. Today's another amazing day to get out there, and we're gonna be better today than we were yesterday. And for today's video, we're gonna be checking out should soccer player lift weights. And with me today, I'm gonna be doing this video with William Akio. If you haven't subscribed to his channel, go ahead and check it out also. And stay tuned if you want to find out about the giveaway we're gonna be doing towards the end of the video. All right, let's get this video started. So a lot of times I get a lot of DMs on my Instagrams or even in the comment section down below, a lot of kids asking me like, should they be lifting weights? Is it even worth it? Because, you know, it's all about what you do on the field. And, you know, some people say it's not worth it because they look at players who play on Barcelona or Real Madrid that are completely super skinny. But I can promise you, they all have their workouts regimen that, you know, the team makes them keep so they stay in shape. So the number one main reason, like as of right now, me and Will are like, if we were to take off our shirts right now, we'll probably look extremely ripped. The reason behind this, it isn't so that, you know, we can get big or heavy. It's because whenever you're very fit and you're very strong, it helps you on the field. A lot of times whenever you need to defend or hold somebody off, you can't be weak or else they're gonna step over you. And especially like Will, he's a forward, he has to use a lot of strength to hold players while he receives the ball.
And like JD said, like another important thing, for example, a position of mine, like playing up front, you have a defender on your back. You have to be able to keep your core really tight. And it's not just necessarily all about leg muscle or arm muscle or being very big, but it's all about what comes in the core. Because when you're down and you're defending, you gotta make sure you're holding your shape and no one's able to push you. So that's when becoming strong and having strengthening is very, very vital in your game.
And pretty much those who don't go to the gym, a lot of the times whenever they're doing workouts or even if they're receiving fatigue, your muscle fibers are much weaker and they're more likely to tear and things whenever they're not strong. That's why usually when somebody gets an injury, the first thing coaches and trainers do is they put you on some sort of workouts with weights to help regenerate those muscle fibers.
And that's a very, very good point you added there, because we look back at last year, we didn't do a lot of weights whatsoever, and we were just running and running, playing 2 games every weekend. And one thing led to another. I had knee surgery and it happened so fast, and that's because I wasn't strengthening my muscles. I was just running, fatiguing myself, and not paying attention in the gym as much as I should have. And you kind of just break down after a while, and it comes.
And he wasn't the only player. There were several other players that got hurt during that season. And I don't remember we didn't go to the gym, at least not one time. So there was no strengthening done to our bodies to be able to take the heavy lifting of 2 games every weekend. And you know, when some of our bodies, whenever, you know, it gave up, that's whenever things started to snap. So going off of that leads us to our second point, which is the benefit of soccer players lifting weights. It really helps players avoid injury. So a lot of times players who get injured, you know, you may feel great. You know, you train twice a day, or maybe you're just a high intensity player, but you never go to the gym. And one day you may get a hit by somebody who's much stronger than you, and your muscles aren't strong enough to take it, and then you'll get injured. That's why you'll see some people who have weak hamstrings, they tear it all the time when they sprint. They may be the fastest runner ever, but the moment they sprint, it tears because their muscle isn't strong enough to hit that high speed. Even though mentally they think they can hit it, their body says, no, we're not hitting it today. And the more you put yourself in those gym environments and you're lifting, you're doing squats. I'm not saying go crazy heavy because we're not trying to bulk. We're trying to stay strong and, you know, just consistent lifting to help strengthening your specific muscles is gonna help you in the long run to avoid injury on the field.
And this is actually a really good tip that I learned when I was growing up playing, especially as a forward and going into strong defenders like JD. It's like when you're playing and you're bumping into people, you know, you're getting all this contact and you feel your opponent's strength and you feel like it's hurting you, that's when you know you need to go to the gym. You need to level up there because you need to be able to fight back. If you're getting pushed around the field so easily and there's nothing you can do about it, you gotta get into the gym and you gotta fight back. So that's something that I really pay attention to, just to make sure that I'm able to compete against any defender anywhere.
And you never wanna be that player that everybody's walking on, everybody's shoving you, because even though you may be a good player, they'll be like, oh, that guy is good, but like, everybody stomps on him.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of kids who come to Division I who are too small and too skinny, they have a hard time starting because coaches know that even though they're really good, the first person that knocks them off their feet, they might break.
All right, and for the third point, this is actually a very important one that a lot of people don't understand of the benefits of going to the gym, but it gives you a lot of discipline. You know, you have a schedule, you train 3 to 4 or 5 times a week, and 2 to 3 times a week extra, you're in the gym. So you're overloading, you're putting in that extra work. And with that being said, it's gonna make you a lot sharper mentally because you know what you have to do. There's certain things you have to work on. You gotta do leg workouts, upper body workouts, core workouts. And yes, you're gonna be fatigued, but at the same time, you're gonna be very mentally ready for whatever is that task.
And this physical endurance that you're building in the gym can also easily correlate in the field whenever your body is starting to get tired, but your body is used to that burning feeling from you being in the gym, and it can help you put on an extra edge. Maybe before you went to the gym, you could do like 30 consistent crosses without getting sore. Now because you work out consistently, your muscles at its peak, then you can do maybe 50 without getting tired, and that's the benefit of it. Whenever it's late in the game and your body's getting tired, who's the ones that are gonna, their bodies are still strong, and you want to be that guy who's standing out at the end of the game, because those are when big time game, you can make a big time difference late in the game.
And honestly, you look at the best players in the world, the one thing they really focus on is the training they do outside the field, the gym, the work they put in. You look at Ronaldo, he does ankle weights, he does all different types of weights all the time, he stays extra. And that's why these players are the best in the world, because they put in that extra work. It's definitely gonna pay off.
So you've watched this whole video and maybe now you're deciding, maybe I am weak, maybe I need to start lifting weights, I need to start hitting the gym, but how do I go about it? And the way you go about it is it's pretty simple. And a lot of people are afraid that if they go to the gym, they're gonna get too heavy, they're gonna become slow. Well, that depends. If you're bulking and stuff, then of course that's gonna make you slow, but there's a proper way to do it. And pretty much whenever you first start off into going to the gym, especially if you're not used to this, what you wanna do is you wanna start off slow and don't go at a high level of heavy weights, because that's how people get injured. They'll go into like, I want to be like Ronaldo really quick. So instead of grabbing the 20 pounds to start off, they'll grab maybe the 50s on the first day, and they'll be super sore in the whole next 5 days. And then they get hurt. Like they might tear something because their body's already at their limit. Yeah.
And also, when you're working out, like you said, you have to start off slow, because obviously you're gonna break down your muscles. And like you said, there's bulking, and then there's also just keeping your fitness with working out, because if you work out with a lot of weights, you are gonna break your body down. You will get a bit slower. But what I like to do, here's a little tip when you start, is start off with a little bit of weights and do more reps. So if you start off with a little bit of weights and do more reps, you actually start to feel it more. You feel more of a burn, and you get more out of it. But if you're a much bigger guy, then maybe you want to start off with a lot more weight and do a little more reps. So it's just the balance you got to find with what your body is used to. And
if you feel like you're already too heavy and you're trying to lose weight, whenever you're doing your strengthening workouts, you might want to do lesser weight but higher reps. That way you're burning the muscle fats that's all around you, and try to do a lot of free weight exercises like pull-ups, push-ups. A lot of those won't allow weight like you to bulk, but it's just gonna do a lot of burning. And as of right now, if I were to take off my shirt, hold on. I think I'm pretty cut and lean right now, and a lot of it is correlated with all the free body workouts that I do. I can do backflips. If I take off
my shirt right now, I'm just blacker. But yeah, lean.
And now once you become really lean, like now my bench max is 245 pounds and I weigh 173. And I mean, even then, like, I don't look big. Well, I mean, I look cut.
You can't say that. You're massive.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I'm not like heavy set, but I'm still extremely fast, and there's a lot of benefits. I rarely get hurt, and usually when people run into me, it's usually them getting hurt, and that's a good thing for me at least. So those are the biggest tips, and I would say lifting weights is very essential. You don't need to lift heavy. Light and effective workouts work 100%, and be consistent because it's gonna help you in the long run of the everyday journey. So thank you for watching this video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and follow William Akio on his YouTube channel. He just hit 10K. Woo! And we'll see you guys in his next video. JodabeniTV is out.